I would love to hear you explain in layman terms to our community what your biggest gripe is with current fiat and why the blockchain is so revolutionary in your mind.
I would say the biggest gripe currently with the fiat system is, the centralization of it, right? And the ability indefinitely for the supply to be manipulated. Right? You can't have a sound money when you don't have a defined supply. Right? When that can be manipulated. And in the current state, the Federal Reserve is, they have full authority, to manipulate the dollar how the Fed and our government see fit.
Hmm.
And, not only for US citizens, right, but globally, it's very destructive, right? Because every country in the world, I believe, except six or eight, are directly tied to the USD through their central banking system, holding dollars in reserve to protect the value of their native currency,
Hmm.
right? So as we print dollars, it not only really negatively affects us, which is what we're seeing currently with massive inflation, right?
Hmm.
And this is only the beginning.
Hmm.
Um, and then but you look globally, and slowly but surely we're pricing civilizations and people out of being able to live, right? For us, maybe it's one less steak or one less bottle of wine. But to some people, it's, the loaf of bread that they need to feed their family. And that is what scares me so much about the society that we're in, because yeah, I mean, it's yeah, that's my biggest gripe, I would say, with fiat currency, and what scares me, and why you continue to see a lot of fiat systems fail.
Right. And so to
But
follow that up is what gets you jazzed up about the blockchain then?
yeah, so with Bitcoin again, it is truly this peer-to-peer network, that facilitates freedom, right? Because when you own your keys, you own your crypto. When you take Bitcoin, right? When you take this asset that has a finite supply, right? I can go and pretty much tell you, roughly the day and the time that the last Bitcoin is going to go into circulation, when we know we have these very definite events like the halving for Bitcoin, right? And we see an inflation decrease of half, right? And those happen every, I think it's every 280,000 blocks. But having, these very finite parameters in place, in my opinion, made it like the first truly scarce asset, the first finite asset in our galaxy, right? And
Hmm.
so with that, just through the power of the internet and through the power of blockchain, we have the ability to facilitate our own systems of value. We don't need a middleman. We don't need a government. We're not at the mercy of some centralized entity, increasing the supply and therefore decreasing the value of the asset that we hold. And that is why Bitcoin and blockchain, I believe, are the natural evolution and a very healthy evolution for humans as a whole.